Alright, this video is for YouTube. I know I haven't made one in a little while. It's been a couple of weeks. I recently did my my holster course actually for the range I go to for insurance purposes. Obviously, they want to make sure no one's going to shoot themselves or anybody else or anything like that. So I'll try not to make this video too long. Just I wanted to point this out. There's a lot of guys doing like tactical videos and whatnot and showing gear and equipment and blah blah blah, but this is more, like I said, I'm not a trainer, I'm not a pro, I'm not like former cop or military, nothing like that. I'm just a enthusiast, we'll call it that, and we'll stick with that. Alright, so anyway, I did my holster course. Now normally I have a shifter like this, or holster like this, shifter, I can't believe I just said that, too much car stuff. Anyway, this is a more of a pan style holster. As you can see, it more or less clips onto your belt. Now, that's good if you're a fairly big guy, or if you don't mind it moving around. But I'm actually a really thin guy. I have a really small waistline, and when I went in for my course, this thing was moving all over the place, all around my waist, and I didn't know. The guys that actually train me and stuff like that, they're all former military, they're pros. And I won't say his name, but one of the range officers at the range that I go to, he suggested getting a belt. And I kind of laughed at first because I thought, no, I didn't want a belt because I didn't want to seem like one of those tactical guys. I didn't want to, have all kinds of crazy gear and equipment. I just like to go to the range and shoot, and I really would like to get into, gun competitions and shooting competitions like IPSC and stuff like that. So that's really all it boils down to. So anyway, I ended up getting this belt. I can't remember the name of it. It's not anywhere on it. Sorry, at the time I can't think of the name. I'll have to get back to that. It doesn't say on the clip or anything anywhere, but actually I have the clip over here. Oh, it's a high tech belt. So so anyway, yeah, as I was saying, the clip is good if you're a big guy, or if you've got this attached to something that maybe is a little bit thicker or something. But honestly, this isn't that great. Moves around quite a bit. It was moving all around my waist. It ended up at my back at one point. And the other thing is, too, my mag holders are belt loop, like they don't clip on. So I mean, let's say shit hits the fan scenario. This you can clip on, then these you got to carry. So obviously that didn't sit well with me, because I thought, well, if anything ever happened, emergency, shit hits the fan, zombie scenario, whatever the hell you guys are talking about these days, yeah, I wanted to be able to grab it and go. So I have this belt hooked up, obviously, for the 22. My Glock one is in process of being built right now. So I thought I'd show this off, but just really quick, like I said, if you're a thin guy, you might want to invest in a belt, or like a chest pack or leg rig or whatever. But like I said, this is just so basically I can go to the range and just like snap this on. It takes me 2 seconds. Mind you, I do like this, but like I said, because of my size, a lot of people out there aren't really taking into consideration that I've seen on videos that like your size. If you're a big guy, sure, probably just about anything will work for you. But if you're a little bit smaller, or if you're carrying a lot of gear, then you might want to rethink what it is that you're carrying and how you're carrying it, because you do want the stuff to be quick access, or you also want to be able to snap it off quick. Like, no one thinks about stuff like, well, if you're in a shit hits a fan scenario and you've got a chest pack and you've got, all kinds of stuff on, what happens if you hit water? You know what I mean? Like, you can be the greatest swimmer in the world. If you've got 100 pounds of gear on that you can't get off fast, you're fucked. Well, sorry, you're screwed. And it's true. Nobody thinks about this. They think about, oh, I can do this and I can do that, but you don't think about, well, practicality. I mean, if I had to run, I could run wearing this. If I had to swim, I could swim wearing this. But at the same time, if something were to catch my belt or catch my gun or anything like that where I had to strip this thing, I mean, it's a simple snap and it's off. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and I mean, it's fully adjustable. There's actually an inside belt for it too, but I have it away. I didn't want to pull it out of my jeans actually. But yeah, that's about it. My next video that I did want to make was going to be on the JR carbine. Unfortunately, my carbine is in pieces right now. I'm just waiting for all my pieces to come in so that way I can do it and show it. I mean, I could show it right now, but really you'd be looking at nothing more than like the barrel and the buffer tube. So I just wanted to show that, and that is the Smith & Wesson, my M&P 22. This one is a little bit tighter to get out because the 22, I have made a few upgrades. Obviously, I got the strip across here. This makes it really good for my chamber check. Right now my gun is decocked, so it's not so easy to pull back. Obviously, mag's empty. Gun's empty too because it is decocked. Obviously, it's decocked. I get in the habit of decocking them now, obviously, since my course. Generally what they do is they empty their magazines and they decock. So I know that there's a lot of people out there already know that, but I'm learning as I go. So anyway, yeah, I just added the strip there. Does make it a little bit tighter. Sorry, does make it a little bit tighter going in and out. But because I did also recently do that, once it works itself in, I mean, it'll be free glowing. There is no locks on this holster. One of my holsters does, I didn't pull it out, does have a finger like this one. It's got the finger and it's got the thumb piece to it. I guess it's like a class 2, I guess you'd call it. This would be like a, I guess like a nothing really, and this is like a class 1. And then the other one with the thumb is like a class 2, and I think the one with the strap obviously is like class 3. I don't know. I've seen lots of different videos on them. I was actually looking up like holsters and stuff like that. So, but like I said, I'm no pro or nothing. This is just what works for me. So, and I think everybody should do that, is, you know, find what works for you, what makes it, you know, the best rig for you, and, you know, the more comfortable you are with your gear, the more comfortable you are in general in shooting and anything like that. So you always want to be comfortable. I was always taught that early as a welder. Always be comfortable. Always, always, always. So, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. I might get some video of me at the range using this. I don't know if anybody would want to see it, because right now all I'm really doing is drills, single, double, and triple tap shots, stuff like that at 5 yards in a 2-inch circle. It's more like I guess like a lot of guys do that for like IPSC and stuff like that for speed. So basically that's what I'm doing, and I'm super slow at it, but getting better. So maybe in the next video I'll do at the range of me actually using my holster. Alright, I made this video long enough. Alright, later.